Rosalie with ARC TV. We're getting ready for the 43rd annual Wise Fall Fling. It's a famous fall fling, 43 years. Didn't get to do it last year because of COVID, and so I know that the friends and family are anxious to get out and enjoy each other and enjoy the season. And Bonnie's got all that planned for us. Bonnie Akers with me today here at the Clapboard House. Bonnie?
Thank you, Rosalie. Bonnie Akers, Wise, from Coburn. Grew up in Coburn. So we are well into plans for the Fall Fling. We've mostly got our advertising out, and this is a big part of our advertising. And it's promising to be real good. People are excited. They're, I know we still have to be careful. We're going to recommend masks and social distancing, and but you do have to go on with life.
Yes, you do.
And so we have a lot of people that are really eager to set up their crafts and arts, and our musicians are ready to go.
Well, with COVID and being at home longer than they expected, I'd say that arts and crafts will be great because they've had time to work on them.
They've had time to work on them, and we did do a digital festival last year. Ernie filmed it.
Yeah, I remember.
And we called it In the Spirit of the Fling, but we continue with some digital contests. We have the art and the photo, and the art and the photo are digital. Our youth art is Powell Valley Bank coordinates our youth art, and they get with all the schools and the art teachers, and the place it's going to be displayed is the front windows here at the Clapboard House along the sidewalk. So that's a perfect place.
It is a perfect place.
And
your flowers are so pretty outside.
And they'll probably still be pretty during the Fall Fling. I know last year, really, the trees turned later. And so we're hoping they might turn a little bit sooner this year.
Don't you think we're going to have a little bit of an early fall?
Well, we've had some cool days, and they're wonderful.
Oh, yes, they are. But some of the leaves are falling now, and some of the things that happens that I can smell it some evenings.
Yeah, you look forward to the change of seasons.
I do.
And I was just talking to a lady that moved here from Texas, and one of the reasons she moved here was the Four Seasons.
Yes.
So I was talking to her, and I was talking about some other assets of the area that bring people to Wise. That's our friendly people that use their talents in crafts and in music and decorating their storefront. Flowers in the yards. It's just our mountains and our proximity to lots of really good places, hiking trails and biking trails and Hinaw. So that's right, 30 minutes away you can be on Hinaw. So it is a wonderful place to visit.
It is. Well, Bonnie, this Fall Fling is taking place October the 9th and the 10th of this year, 2021. It'll be on Main Street in Wise, Virginia. Tell us about some of the special events.
Well, we have some different events this year, and we have some different people involved this year. Our 5K race, we didn't know if we were going to have to do a digital race like we did last year, or if we could have the real McCoy here in town. So we had two people step forward to do the race. One was Mr. Mills, Brian Mills. It's a teacher at the tech school. He helped us digitally last year. But also Gary Maggard, a new pastor here at the First Church of God, he knows all about putting on a race, so he stepped forward. So the two of those fellows and their friends in the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, they're going to sponsor the race and do the work. We have also from the First Church of God, they're going to do a pancake breakfast.
Oh, yummy.
So we're going to advertise that for them, and all the runners get a free breakfast.
Is it all you can eat pancakes or pancakes?
No, it's 3 pancakes. It's 3 pancakes. But bacon and sausage and orange juice, milk, coffee. And so that's new people involved and a new sponsor of an event.
That's what keeps events.
That's why, like yeah, you got to bring new people on because some people can't do it for one reason.
Well,
or
everybody
another.
has different ideas. We're all unique, so you have some fresh ideas.
Well, we do have a new sponsor for the cornhole. and that's Dave Schuler. So it's going to be at the elementary gym on Saturday. I sort of wanted him to do it on Sunday, but he wanted to do it on Saturday. I said, well, if he wants to do it, we'll work with him on when he wants to think it'll be the best.
How good are you at cornhole?
I'm pretty awful. I'm pretty awful.
I like it. I'm lucky sometimes. Let's say it that way. I'm lucky sometimes. No skill.
But our kids' corner, we spent a lot of time this year on the kids' corner. And we're bringing back the fire department's obstacle course. And everything's down around Farmers and Miners Bank for the kids' corner. But we spent a lot of time having probably 8 booths that will be free to all the kids, giving out prizes by churches and other groups that will be there.
These will be games they can play and win something.
Yes, games they play and win something. All prizes are free. But then we do have a 28-foot trailer that'll be set up with, these will be games you pay for.
Okay.
And so we have we bit the bullet and went for an inflatable, a double slide for the bigger kids, along with the obstacle course.
They love those.
And we have a little train ride, kiddie train ride on Sunday, not Saturday. The most, if you're a child, what you look forward to the most for the fall fling is the free fire truck rides. They're the biggest hits for the kids that we've ever had.
So
So
we're giving free rides in the fire truck.
yeah.
Oh, I thought they were just going to have the fire truck there for them to look at.
Oh no, they
Talk to
ride.
the
They've got a
firefighters.
route. They ride the fire truck.
Oh man, that is awesome.
Ring that siren and go through town. And well, let me mention the 5K race. That opens up on Saturday morning,
Okay.
9 a.m. And the crafts and everything opens at 10, and we go to 6 on Saturday, 5 on Sunday. And Jeff Kennedy from Clintwood is doing our music again, and we have as usual a really good lineup. We have
These would be the big blades, right?
this will be in the Big Blades. Big Blades is maybe 6 or 7 years old, I'm not sure. But we used to be up on across from the Wise End, and we had a pretty stage, and it worked fine. But the town invested in Big Blades, and we love it. And so 10 o'clock, the music opens, the opening ceremony, and then the music opens. And we have Christy Stanley, Hammertown. We have High Test Grass, Appalachian Highlanders, Pipes and Drums. We've had them every year that we have been here.
Awesome.
And if I get somebody to do the music, which I do, I say there's 2 people you got to get. One's the Pipes and Drums, and the other one is White Top Mountain.
Right, talking about. I was just noticing. I love to hear them sing.
Well, people come from far away to hear White
Yeah.
Top Mountain.
Yeah.
And we have some other well-known people also with music.
We're just so blessed, like you said, here in the Appalachian region, with people that play music and that can sing just like angels, and just make you so happy to hear them. And White Top Mountain is one of those. I love to listen to them. And the mother teaches the instruments, and the daughter, of course, I think she's born with it.
The mother went to school here. It was Clinch Valley. But I heard this story about Papa Joe. The daughter, Emily, the mother, let's see, Martha is
Martha's
the
the
daughter, Emily is the mother.
Okay.
Emily was coming to school here, and the daddy met with Papa Joe Smitty, which he didn't become Papa Joe. He wasn't Papa Joe then, he was just Mr. Smitty. And he was a chemistry teacher and a daggone hard one, too. I had him. And so, and he also, he had a band. They have a band now, but he had a band, and I played clarinet at that time. And anyway, the daughter came, the daddy brought her. And the daddy said, well, if she can bring her guitar and her dog, she'll come over here. And if she can't, she won't. So Papa Joe said, bring her.
Bring it on.
Bring it on, yeah. And so,
About
yeah.
how old was she at that time?
Well, she was 18. She was
Oh,
starting
okay.
college. It
Okay.
was, at that time, it was a 2-year
Oh,
college.
she was starting college. I'm sorry.
Yeah, she was
thinking-
starting. I did not make
Yeah.
that clear, but she was potentially going to start college.
Yes.
She could bring her dog and her guitar.
Guitar. That's
Yeah.
good.
And so,
And she could, that's a deal breaker.
yeah, that was the deal breaker.
Oh, Bonnie, let's take just a break here and regroup, and we'll be right back just in a moment. Thanks for watching. Here at the Blackboard House with Bonnie Akers, talking about the Wise Fall Fling, and it's going to take place on October the 9th and the 10th, which is a Saturday and a Sunday. Well, I talked about it when we first opened, Bonnie, about the 4 seasons and how we enjoy them. I think fall is one of my favorite seasons. One of my favorite seasons. I can't declare it as the favorite season, but I'm partial to it because my birthday's October 7th.
Oh.
And then also because the blue skies in October are so clear and so awesome. I think the blue skies and white clouds of October are beautiful. Then you got the trees changing. And I want to share a memory of, as a little girl, of fall. Granddaddy Phelps made molasses. Did you ever go molasses stir off?
I have not, but I've photographed her.
Okay. Well, Granddaddy made molasses. And as a little girl, he put me out the back of the horse as he ground their cane in the morning. You get the milking done and the eggs gathered and all that done, then you start grinding the cane because you're going to stir off that night. And so he'd sit up on the back of the horse, and I'd go round and round and round until I got sleepy. I'm maybe 3 or 4 or 5 years old. And then I'd go play a little while. And Granddad would grind cane till the evening till it had enough juice. Then they'd put the pan on. Well, the neighbors would come from far and wide, out the hollers, because they lived up the holler, to help and to swap stories, and they'd play a little music and things like that. So Granddaddy they'd pour the juice in. I remember it's just real green looking. And then they had a big fire up under the pan, set this one, the big fire was up under it. And the neighbors would come and they'd set about 4 to 6 chairs around it, and they'd skim. You had to skim, like, the molasses had to cook, gosh, 4, 5, 6, 7 hours maybe. And so they'd skim till somebody declared they were done. Well, Granddad would get 2 or 3 more men, and 4 strong men, and they put the pole through the pan. And rings here and rings here. They put the pole through the pan, and they would walk real slow down and set the pan down, and they set it on a log because it had to aim down this way for the molasses to drain. Well, that's when the kids could just run in when the molasses were draining, because somebody, our granddad or uncle, somebody had carved a sopping stick out of cane. So you had a little spoon, what I call a sopping stick, and you could salt molasses and eat what you wanted right there. Then they'd start cupping them up, and then Mom would start straining them through cheesecloth. And it'd take a long time to get them all up into the containers that they need to be in, and put them away for sale and for cooking. So as a little girl, it was fun to just be there and play games and hide and seek and that sort of thing. And then the cane that was ground sometimes would mount way up high, and you could jump in and play in it, but then you itched. You really itched. As a little girl, you pay a whole lot of attention to that. So then, as I got older, around 11, 12, 13, 14, it's time to court. So the boys all come out the other hollers, and they come up there and play hide and seek and run and hold hands, maybe sneak a little kiss if you're going out of the milk house. So that's one of my favorite memories, is ready to make the molasses in the fall of the year. And when the fall comes, I can't help but think about that. And it was just loads and loads of fun. What's one of your favorite fall memories?
Well, an mountain culture keeps kids close to home. They come back to visit. If they move away, and a lot do move away, they come back to visit family, but they come back to the Fall Fling for a reunion. And we do have several high schools that are having a reunion that weekend.
How neat.
From J.J. Kelly High School. And at J.J. Kelly High School, I taught for several years. And one lady I taught with was Raquel Lowe, who taught Spanish. She was a good teacher, but I'll tell you, she was the best dancer I just about ever saw. So one fall fling, we had a Mexican mariachi band. And we had decided, the group that got the music together at that time, that we really couldn't afford them. So we decided to go to Bristol to listen to them and tell them we weren't going to get them. But we listened to them, and they swear that I ended up paying them more than we had contracted for to make sure we got them. So the mariachi band was here, and of course, they play fiddle and they dance, and while they were playing, Raquel was up dancing. Well, Elmer Bates was a local person that lived. He's passed away now, but he was alive then. And his wife was there with him, and she had on a pretty hat. But Elmer got up, and he decided he was going to dance with Raquel. So she was dancing, and he was trying to get those moves in, and it was really wonderful. And then after the mariachi band played and our local white bluegrass band played, they got together and tried to combine
Oh my, I
to
bet that was
play,
fascinating.
and it may not have been real good, but it was a lot of fun, and it was
Sounds like
such a good time. That's one memory. And another memory, when we moved down to Big Glades, when we moved the music down there, of course I do remember one year, October the 10th, this fall fling, we had snow that morning.
Oh goodness.
So you never know what it's going to be. But this particular year, it was raining, but it was not a real cold rain. So we had the music on Big Glades, and it was raining a little bit. People had their umbrellas up, and they were dancing in the rain.
That's
with
the
their
umbrellas. That's romantic.
That was so good.
Good memories.
Yeah.
Yes, we do have really good memories, I think, living here in the mountains because we're free to wade the creeks and climb the hills and, whatever, which is just a good place to live, I think.
Well, the Fall Fling Committee is, and we've been doing this a long time, the committee members change, but we like what we do. And it's not a hard job to have fun. If you have fun, it makes it all easier.
Speaking of fun, that's the yard sale.
The yard sale and the business sidewalk sale are the Friday before the Fall Fling.
So that's
And on that Friday, we also have First Bank and Trust does a customer appreciation lunch. The Kiwanis Club has a spaghetti supper that night at the Baptist Church. The one purpose of the Fall Fling is to help people make money and to help our stores, our economy in downtown Wise. So we're having a business sidewalk sale and a yard sale.
Okay.
And
Is that on the 7th or the 8th?
that's on the 8th.
Yeah,
That's on the 8th.
right.
And we have, let me see what else. When I get up in
But
front.
you've heard one men's Johnson doesn't mean treasure.
What now?
One men's Johnson doesn't mean treasure.
Oh, I love yard
I
sale.
do too.
I love yard sale. Everybody loves a yard
I like
sale.
to proud.
A big event we have is the Senior Citizens Day at Big Glades. That's on Wednesday.
They're going to eat, aren't they?
Oh yeah, In-Home Care does bingo, and they do free food, and it lasts about 3 hours. And people from other towns come to that event, other seniors from other
So they get
towns.
to mingle.
They get to mingle. So yeah, that is one of our real good events, and we appreciate a sponsor for something that big. We appreciate all our sponsors
Yes.
and all our donors.
Okay. So on the 10th at Big Glades, talk about some of that music.
On the 10th, well, we have the Line Dancers on the 10th. We have High Test Grass. This is when we have our pipes and drums, Appalachian Hollanders, and they converge at the Wise Inn and they march through town. And that's one of the best.
It's like 2
memories.
o'clock in the evening, isn't it?
Yeah, that's at
Okay.
2 o'clock in the evening. Sunrise Ridge and Sycamore Holler. So that's all on Sunday. Now on Saturday, some of these I don't know. I don't get the music. I have somebody to do that or ask somebody to do that. Jeff Kennedy does that. And he's in a band at 2 o'clock, the Right Fork Ramblers. And,
I like the name.
yeah, a good friend that knows bluegrass says they're really good. I'm not a judge of who's good and who's not. I like bluegrass. But the band is real good.
Good.
And Christy Stanley, Jeff says, Christy is, I don't know her, don't know Hammertown, but they're on.
Do you know what genre of music they sing?
They're more, I told him, get somebody that gets people up
Elite.
to dance. So he says they're really good. I'll
Good.
take his word for it.
That's great. Okay, We talked about the senior lunch. What about the judging of the art and things like that? When does that take place?
The art and photography are digital,
Mm-hmm.
and the judges really don't want their names out there.
Of course.
We don't want to get jumped on. So we have a whole lot of entries. I'm a photographer. I love photography. And so we used to have the photography here at the Clapboard House, and it just overgrew the Clapboard House. So we combined the art and the photography and the youth art and had a reception and show downtown. But times change, and I just couldn't do the photography anymore. So a friend decided we could do it digitally. I can't say that word, digitally.
Good for you.
And so we do the photography and art that way, and we get a lot more entries.
Okay.
And then we have those photographs that are available to our town and our county and our tourism committee. And our theme this year is No Place Like Home. So this is for our essay contest too. And the Eastern Star does that. CSE Insurance funds it. That's the way an event goes. We don't do the events. We get somebody to do them. Usually somebody puts the money up and somebody else does the work. So
Right.
we bring all these events. And in my humble opinion, the events are what set the Fall Fling off more
Yes.
as a community
Yes.
event.
What about the kids painting trash cans?
That's going to happen on Thursday afternoon. So,
Now, is that a competition for them?
no,
Just a
that's just a
Community
fun,
service.
fun thing. And the Christian school's involved in that. I think Greg Cross has taken some trash cans out to them to paint.
I enjoy looking at those.
People do.
Some are really creative, and some are, they just painted them. My little granddaughter's married from San Antonio this summer, and they're like 5 and 8, something like that. And I bought a birdhouse, just wooden birdhouse, and it needed painting. And I thought, well, I'll give them something to do. Got 2 paintbrushes and some paint, put them out there. And I love the way they did it. It's like just a swipe here, swipe there, swipe here, 2 little runs down it, but it blends. It looks like artsy.
Well, creativity is a big part of learning. And if a child is curious, and you can encourage that creativity, it just enriches their life and everybody's life.
It does. Well, Bonnie, anything else you want to say about the 43rd annual Wise Famous Fall Fling?
We invite everybody around the area, out of their area, to come visit, stay for a weekend, stay for a lifetime.
Yes. These brochures or these little leaflets are available around the businesses.
They are.
Pick these up so that you can keep up with the times everything's going to be. And I hope to see you at the Fall Fling.
Thank you,
I
Rosalie.
hope to be here for the yard sale. I didn't get to do that last time, and I really wanted to. The Wise Business Association also is in conjunction with this, aren't they?
The Wise Business Association sponsors this
Yes.
event. It's coordinated through the Wise Business Association. And I would be remiss if I didn't thank our Fall Fling Committee.
Yes, of
So
course.
thank you, the Fall Fling Committee, all the sponsors, all the donors, and hope to see you at the Fling.
Rosalie Gilchrist, along with Bonnie Akers, and Wise Fall Fling is coming up. Put it on your calendars, mark it for October the 9th and the 10th, and don't forget the 8th for the yard sale. See you there.